short message from my sponsor. Visit d5t5.com. Up top on the website, enter the VIN of your own Volvo, and if it's turbocharged, I'm gonna give you an example on my 09 XC70 T6. If you look down at the bottom, you will see the possible performance optimization for your Volvo, including the pricing from original software to stage 1 and stage 2. It's an incredible upgrade that you can do at home, following the video up top on the link right now. Get the cable and download the software. Anyway, let's begin the video. Today we're gonna be doing the rear brakes on my wife's Volvo V50 T5. So it's gonna be a fun one, and hopefully you're gonna enjoy it. (2006) Volvo V50 P1 platform, turbocharged all-wheel drive, exactly 100,000 kilometers. And it's time to do the rear brakes because the rotors are still original from all those years. So I'm gonna replace it, and I'm gonna show you how to do it at home. The car is in pretty good condition. It is a rebuilt title, hence the missing caps for the washer, the headlight washers. So I got aftermarket parts, Bosch, made in Mexico, brake pads, the quiet cast ones. And this complete set was more than half the price of Volvo original parts, and I thought, you know what, let's get it. It cost me exactly 200 Canadian dollars for the 2 rotors and the brake pads. Volvo dealer quoted me 430. The brake pads come with the grease, come with all the springs and the retaining clips, which is nice. Everything is included to complete the job. The rotors are Brembo, and they are made in China. There is an advantage in this set. They're fully coated, so we're gonna see less rust, which is nice. These are solid rotors, not vented. They are 280 millimeter in diameter, and I'm gonna show you on the side. You can see that it's gonna be coated right here, and this will prevent rust, and it's gonna look much better on the car. (19mm) socket to remove the lug nuts. Now, how do you check what size of rotors your car has? You can see here there is a number on the caliper bracket. It shows 280, that's 280 millimeter diameter. And this will also show up front. Let's remove the retaining spring. Two caps at the back for the caliper. Hex 7mm hex to undo the 2 slider pins. And using some zip ties, I'm gonna support the caliper and suspend it in the air to the shock. Not necessary, but I did it. Now the brake pads were replaced 50 or 40,000 kilometers ago, and they have a lot of life left. And I don't know, should I reuse those? Comment below if I should reuse with the new rotors or just put new pads. 13mm to remove the caliper bracket. And I'm pretty sure if you get original Volvo parts, Volvo will include those 2 new bolts. I should have got new ones, but I'm just gonna reuse it. Lucky me, the rotor came off super easy off the hub. And this is the reason why I do this job, because the rotors are definitely worn out. There is quite of a lip on the edge and they look scored. Now this is where I struggled a bit. You need a special tool, but I'm gonna improvise and use this kind of nose pliers. So the process of bringing the piston back in, you gotta simultaneously turn clockwise and push on the piston, and it should go in, and for some reason it just didn't want to go in. And let me give you a tip: you gotta be pressing hard and push it in. I'm gonna show you that it did work on the other side right here. This was the passenger side I did just to demonstrate, because I've done it off camera, but you gotta press hard against the spring, the suspension spring, and eventually it went in. So make sure to compress it all the way as much as it can go. And this method works really well, using a drill and a metal brush to clean properly the location where the brake pads sit. Bosch includes the brake grease, so you wanna lubricate in those areas where the brake pads are gonna be living. And let me tell you, once you do a couple of car washes, this grease will probably be gone, but you gotta do it. For the sake of it, using some brake cleaner to clean the rotors, just to remove that oil film from the factory that prevents rusting while in storage and shipping. And just to make it easier, just install one lug nut, and this way the rotor will not fall off completely. .70 Newton meters. Torque the caliper bracket to 70 Newton meters. Volvo pads have a soft backing plate compared to the Bosch ones. Definitely a better quality product from Volvo, but you pay the higher price. Install this spring in its position. Align and install the brake pads from both sides and grease the location where the caliper will grab those. Now the caliper pins, I use some brake cleaner to clean off any residue, and Volvo specifically says not to lubricate those pins. This is a religious subject. I followed the manual that VIDA suggests, so I'm not gonna grease those. .35 Newton meters for the caliper pins. Reinstall the dust caps and install the retaining spring. This one is a little bit tricky to put in, but eventually I'll do it. Time to reinstall the wheel, and honestly the biggest struggle was compressing the piston. Took me some time, I just couldn't figure out why it wouldn't go in, but you gotta put a lot of force and turn it at the same time, and finally it went in. So don't be afraid to apply quite a bit of force. Torque the lug nuts to 140 Newton meters. Now the passenger side took me exactly 17 minutes to complete, and I'm gonna speed it up and I'm gonna make it in 2 minutes fast forward. So I'm gonna let you watch it exactly without stopping the camera, from 17 minutes to 2. and this completes the brake job on the rear of my Volvo V50. Hopefully that this video will be helpful. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, don't forget the notification bell. You can support the channel by giving me a small super thanks donation. Thank you for being with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye guys.